that's the way it was supposed to be, so I don't know.
Yeah, the gradient should be. Oh well, it looks cool. And I was going around to like Steve and.
Welcome to the Gravity Cancel Podcast.
Hello and welcome to episode 33 of the Gravity Cancel Podcast. We're your hosts, Sergeant Pancakes and Rox. Rox, how you doing today?
Exhausted still so very exhausted.
Dude, you're telling me, and we're exhausted for completely different reasons. I wish I was your exhausted right now. So,
I'm so excited to talk about
I know you are. I know you are, man. But before we do, I do want to hear about your experience. Let's start off with some like big news that's not quite ready to be dropped yet, but we're gonna drop it anyways. So, we are going to do a new little mini-series called Gravity Cancel Delights. And you're like, well, what the heck is Gravity Cancel Delights? Well, we realized that our release schedule is abysmal. We don't have one anymore. I would say we did pretty well early on, Rox. Like, we were like every 2 weeks. We were every week for a while, right?
Yeah.
And then we were like, every 2 weeks. And now we're like, when life allows. So this will serve as something to fill those gaps. We're thinking 15, 20-minute episodes. It's just literally going to be, we're going to give you a fun fact or a fun story so you can get to know us more. And so that we can get to know each other more. Because, Rox, I really know very little about you. Even though we talk all the time. And then we'll do like a little mini topic. Something just fun, light. Nothing too in-depth. But yeah, I think it'll be good. It'll be good.
Oh, should we tease the thing you had created for it, or just let it
we have
come out
a
as
surprise,
is?
And I got my money's worth and not a dime more out of it. So, Rox, I'm gonna steal the spotlight one more time before you get into your experience, because your experience is on par with my rant here, or my anti-rant in this case. Brawlhalla is awesome. Brawlhalla is awesome.
Fantastic game.
I love this game. I don't know what it is. I think it might have just been like seeing all the pictures from everyone from this weekend or this past weekend and just reflecting. And like anytime I boot up the game, I have the biggest smile on my face and I can't wait to play. It's amazing.
I feel the same way.
So how do you feel after coming back from BCX about Brawlhalla?
Way more hyped. It's not that I wasn't hyped before, and I wasn't really burnt out or anything. It's just new Call of Duty came out. Been grinding a lot of Destiny. Both of our schedules are all over the place, so we don't really get to play twos together at all. So I was kind of at a low point, and now it's just peak. Holy shit, is it peak?
Have you played since you got back?
Oh hell yeah, yeah. I've been playing. I got 1700 yesterday.
Whoa!
I'm gonna try to hit that 1800 by the end.
Dang! I am proud of you, dude. You
can't see I'm flexing though.
You had posted the other day and you were like, finally hit plat. I'm like, no fucking way, dude. He didn't hit plat.
I did not post it. You posted it. You were fucking creeping my stats.
No,
like
someone said something. I can't remember who it was, but someone said something in the Discord. They were like, oh, they called you a filthy gold or something, and you said you were a plat. So I had to fact check that, and it was a fact. He did reach plat. But 1700, man, that's not just getting into plat. That's like you're getting up there. You're hitting the next mark. So on that note,
I do have that first little gold mark inside the platinum chain.
Yeah, the plat one.
Mm-hmm.
So on that same note, I just gotta have a little humble brag here. I hit diamond. For the first time.
Yeah, well, everyone else, all the good players were at BCX, and you're like, oh, I'm going to take advantage. I'm going to get diamond.
You know, it was way easier than it should have been, but also, I don't feel like I've accomplished it yet, because my overall elo is still like, I think it's 1980 something, 1989 maybe. but my Arcadia Elo is like 2010, so I will get the diamond border. But I'm not calling it a win yet. I'm not a diamond yet.
Okay.
So, Rax, what else? Tell me about BCX. What'd you do?
Oh, brother, where do I even start?
All right, you got there Thursday, right?
Yep, got there Thursday, so it was a 5.5 hour drive all the way to Atlanta. I got there with like just a little bit. Oh, well, actually, my check-in, the latest I could check in was 9 o'clock. And there was an Airbnb like literally 3 minutes away, like basically across the street from the convention center.
The Galleria.
Galleria, whatever, bro.
Yeah. I can't. I was just letting the viewers know, man.
But I saw, I think it was Jade Wares posted a picture on Twitter of like their like Brawlhalla shirt and like their little like wristband.
Yeah.
And it was like, we in this place or whatever. And I responded, I was like, when do they close down? And they were like, 8 o'clock. And I was like, all right, bet. And I run to, or I don't run to, I'm looking at the clock. It's like 7:45, and I'm literally about to drive past the Galleria. And the lady who has the Airbnb keys was like, I'll be done at 8, like doing the last minute cleaning, whatever.
She didn't finish till 8?
And I was like, all right, I am ready. Or I have time. So I pull into the Galleria. And like, I was in like pajama pants and shit, just whatever I made the trip in.
Road trip wear.
Ran in, and I just kind of sneak in, and there's a ton of people there. Everyone's like standing in line, getting their like, pre-check stuff ready. Because you had this little wristband. I don't know if I have it set in here. I do. This cute little wristband, and that's how they knew that you had pre-checked or proven that you had your vaccines. Yeah. And of course, dummy me tried to pre-check the night before, and they didn't go through, so I had to like show my card and everything. But I got this bad boy, and then showed up at like 8:45 to my Airbnb. The lady was not too happy that I took a little longer than I was supposed to. But whenever you walk in to BCX, so as soon as you walk in, you see the huge setup. You saw pictures of it.
Yeah.
But right next to it was a little merch booth. And the merch booth was the same as where you pick up your swag bag, which I have setting right here in the nice clear bag.
Oh, dude, just let me give a shout out to BMG. I emailed them like the day before. I'm like, hey, something came up. I can't make it. Can a friend pick it up? And they were like, yeah, dude. A friend can totally pick it up. Just give us his name and he can pick it up. And he got it.
Oh, also they give you this like little paper sheet as soon as you walk in before you can even see any of the inside. And I'm going to cover up 2 little codes that I've not done, but it's all the viewership rewards.
Oh, dang. I didn't know you got all those.
Yep, just all printed off. And I've claimed all of them. But anyway, the only real negative was like where you pick up the swag bag was the same as the merch. So if you wanted to just go look at the merch and grab like a sweatshirt or something, it was like a mile-long line. Like there was at least 50 people. The first day, it was almost impossible to just go pick your stuff up. You had to wait in line for a hot minute. But I got both of our bags. You have. I know you can't see any of this, but I did get you a competitor lanyard with the card on it. We've got a nice Brawlhalla shirt. It's like a blue-gray with the yellow logo. It's
so
cool.
We get a shirt too?
Yep, just like a standard. You know those Brawlhalla shirts that Surus sent me?
Yeah.
It's like those, but just a different color. And then we got Spank Cakes' beautiful little jersey here. It says Sergeant Spank Cakes.
Are they good quality?
Back. Oh, hell yeah, dude. They're really good quality. For it's $30. Oh my god.
Dude, that's a steal, man. Like, you go to buy one of those online, the custom one, they're like $70.
Oh yeah. And then you got this nice little Live Strong BCX band.
Fuck yeah.
And then, of course, you get a pretty decent quality, just clear Brawlhalla tote bag.
Dude.
And, we also got pins. They had a set of every Legend's head and a couple other, like, BCX logo pins and whatnot. And in your bag, you got one random for free.
Yeah.
And we got a Diana and a Ada one.
Ew.
So whichever one of those you want out of that.
I feel like, oh man, neither of those are good. We'll have to do a little rock paper scissors to decide.
So you walk in, you see the merch thing, and then the main stage, and then to your right is where all the pools are set up. So there's like, I don't know, I'm just gonna randomly say like 100 computer setups. And that's where everybody's just kind of like hanging out for the most part, getting ready for pools to start. And that's when I ran up, met Nova. We had a nice bro hug, started chatting up. We had an absolute blast. The first person that I met was Baron, and the coolest thing was he had these right here. They were little library cards, because if you didn't know, he is a librarian. It's like an old school library card. And then on the back, he signed it, numbered it, so I got number 22 out of 200. And then it's a random code that, no, you cannot claim because I already claimed it, but it gave you just a random item in the game.
What?
Yeah, it was awesome. And then he had these Lore Master cards, these little business cards with, I'll cover up the code in case I haven't redeemed this one. But they had a bunch of these little business cards that has the name of the title and then the code on it. And there are only two ways to get the Lore Master code. It was go to the Lore panel on Saturday at 4 o'clock, which I did. So I got two Lore Masters. But the first thing was, once he'd give you that library card, he would ask you what your favorite legend was. And he was like, yours is Petra, right? And I was like,
dang!
And he was like, I was like, he's going to ask me a question about Petra's lore. And I was like, yeah, or Bryn, you know? And he goes, okay, I'll make it about Bryn. And then he asked me a lore question about Bryn. Boom! Right in the kisser, I got it right. I was so excited.
Hell yeah!
And then I also got two I Was There titles, which have both been redeemed. And then the funniest thing, so I don't know if he was doing it. There's a guy named Ghoul. Apparently, he's the number 1 ranked Southeast Asia player. Like
Ghoul,
PR1.
not Dark Ghoul.
Not Dark Ghoul.
Okay.
I got stuff to say about Dark Ghoul though. And he was like, hey, I'm the number 1 Southeast Asia player, whatever. And I did about as much fact checking as I cared to. And he was like, can you get me a code or anything? And I got this one here that is Victorious that I sent him. And I was like, there you go, bro.
Why?
Another thing you got in the thing, in the swag bag, was a Metadev Fate, Barraza, and Taros card.
Whoa, they're giving away the old ones too?
Yep, and I can send you the codes for Barraza and Fate. I know you already have them.
I think I have both of them.
I figured we were probably going to use them for a giveaway or something.
Did I? No, I think I gave you Barraza. No, you bought Barraza, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to buy Barraza.
Yeah.
But I did send you Taros, which I'm heartbroken is not in the game yet.
I was losing it. I was like, invalid code? I've entered it every day. I've tried to enter it every day, and I'm like, I want this skin before Rox accidentally redeems it or gives it away.
Yeah, like first thing when reset happened today, I was like, ooh, I gotta test it out. I gotta see if I can play as Metadev Taros.
Nope.
But we got all of that, and then I got in line for merch so many times. So the what is it? What's the Spiff X Brawlhalla?
Yeah.
I got the T-shirt. I got the crew neck hoodie. Sweatshirt. And then I bought the regular Brawlhalla sweatshirt that's got the green on the inside of the hood. And then I got this water bottle right here. Fancy. It's full of orange juice currently because I'm out of alcohol.
Only the T-shirt and the crew neck, those are the only Spiff ones, right? The others are actual Brawlhalla merch?
Yep. And then I got this big old mouse pad that I didn't need that says Valhalla potluck brawl on it.
What? I'll have to go back and check it out.
Oh, I'll send you a picture of it here in a second. And then I got the World Championship gold pin.
Hell yeah!
Over to you. Yeah, I got so much stuff. I couldn't stop getting in line. Like I would keep, even though I knew everything that was for sale, I would still show up like every couple hours. Like, anything new here? Anything that I don't have yet?
You guys got any restocks? Any new merch drops? What was your how'd you guys do in the tournament?
Great question. So day one was 2s. We went 2-2.
That's not bad.
Yeah, we tied in for 97th place, so top 100.
Hell yeah.
Which unfortunately, 97th place in 1s got paid. 97th place in 2s does not get paid, so it's pretty unfortunate. We were right there on the cusp of it.
Was it 90? It was 96th and up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for 2s it was 49th and up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then, as far as I remember, we didn't have. No, I think we did have a DQ. So technically, we went 3-2. I think.
Dude, there were so many DQs, and I am a contributor to that.
Yeah. What a shame.
Yeah.
What a
shame.
No, in 2s we did not have a DQ.
Was there a lot of waiting around, or did it flow? Did it flow pretty smooth?
No, it was going like 90 miles an hour. It was pretty smooth. We played Trofrid and Canned Febreze round 1. I'm not saying
wait. Canned Febreze.
Yep.
Why does that name sound familiar, or have you told me that name already? I think you mentioned it when you were looking at brackets the night before.
I don't know. I don't think I did.
Dude, that mouse pad's sick.
I know. But they won the first match, and then we won the next 3. And then round 2 we played fucking Crocky, and we got 3-0'd. I don't care how good your Arcadia is getting. They're not Crocky.
Did he play Arcadia?
Holy shit. Yes.
Yeah.
He was like, I was like, hey man, it's an honor. And he was like, I'm going to give you the old Arcadia. And I was like, oh.
Did he say that?
Yes. And then we played Ringel Dingledorf and whatever his teammate's name is, a Smelly Fart, stomped them 3-0. And then we lost to Blood Diamond and Dez. And I think, pretty sure Blood Diamond used to be one of Boomy's partners back in the day. I think that's what Noah said.
It sounds familiar.
So day 2, I was like, oh, my 1s match isn't until like noon, so I'll sleep in a little bit. And by the time that I got there at 11, Noah was already out of the 1s tournament. He got 2-0'd. And then, 0-2. And then I got 0-2. And Nova went to like go eat like lunch and stuff, and I was just kind of like hanging out by myself. And I was like, I have an idea. So your boy went again just 3 minutes away and got this beautiful tattoo right here, BCX 02 Crew Baby. And the funny thing was, it's supposed to see how this B doesn't have anything filled in. Well, all the letters were supposed to be that way until she got distracted. 1 hour tattoo.
What?
Got distracted, accidentally filled in the X, and she's like, "Don't worry, I have an idea." So then she put a gradient in the C. The gradient's backwards; it should be facing the other way. And then just put white highlights in the B. And I was like,
I didn't notice that.
I was like, still looks cool.
How much was it?
180.
Did she cut you a discount for not giving you what you wanted? No,
but I didn't give her a tip.
Yeah, rightfully so, man. Rightfully so. I'm going back and trying to find the picture.
Well, actually, I think it was 150, but I pulled out 180. I can't remember. I guess I did give a little bit of a tip.
It's cool. I mean, I see what you're saying now, but I didn't put that it was like an opposite of the gradient. I just thought that's the way it was supposed to be. So I don't know.
Yeah, the gradient should be on the other side. But oh well, it looks cool. Bro, and I was going around to like Steven and Foda and like anybody that I could find, and I'd just be like, hey man, great event, really appreciate everything you guys worked so hard on to put this together. My only complaint is, and I would pull my phone up because it was already wrapped up and be like, my only complaint is that I got O2'd in ones and I had to go get this, and their reactions were all so fun. It was just so good to see people that you see always be very PG on stream be like, no fucking way. And like Steven's the really tall guy, and he was like, you have to show Foda. And then Foda, I held up my phone because I've got the fold, so I had it folded out all the way with the picture, and he took a selfie with me, him, and the phone screen in the middle of us, and he tweeted it out.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
But everybody who works for BMG, just as nice and awesome in person, and just so passionate. Whenever Twos was over and Foda came out on the stage, he had us do like. He had a microphone. He was up there by himself, and he would like have us count down and then say something that's in the game, like "Welcome to Brawlhalla," dominating, shut down, all of that. And he's gonna try to have like an announcer pack that you can download, and it's gonna be all of us yelling all this stuff.
It's gonna be
awesome.
It's not gonna turn out well, man.
It's gonna turn out awesome.
So then that was Saturday, and then Sunday was finals day, right?
Yep. Wait, I have one thing to say.
Okay.
I had multiple people ask if I was Kyler Alice, and then I saw Kyler Alice. We don't look anything like each other.
Kyler Alice.
And I was like, it was funny because day one, I was just kind of walking around, and I'd keep going outside to vape. And there was a guy standing outside in front of like an Audi and just kind of like chilling, talking to random people coming up. And I was like, how do I recognize that guy? I was like, is that Dark Ghoul? And I'm just kind of chilling there and vaping. And he looks at me and goes, hey, are you Kyler Alice? And I was like, no. And then I came up and introduced myself, and we talked for a little bit. I got a selfie with him, told him about the podcast. He's cool with being on the podcast.
Hell yeah, dude. I don't.
Be the next guest.
I know very little about Dark Ghoul other than the slightly controversial stuff, but I'll do my research.
Yeah, he.
You look like Kyler Alice if his hair finished receding.
The best part was outside of the venue was a place called Murph's. It's a little sports bar. And like both days, day one, I walked in at like noon or something. Not noon, like 3 o'clock, got a beer. Then later that night, got a beer. Just sat at the bar. The first night, I got to witness this chick breaking up with her boyfriend loudly on speakerphone at the bar. And it was me, that chick, and like one other person in the entire restaurant. And it was hilarious. And then the next day, I go in there to grab a beer, and I'm just sitting next to somebody's dad. He's wearing like a lanyard, and he's just having a bunch of rum and cokes. And he told me his son's player name, and we just kind of like chit-chatted for a little bit. And
he's like, he's like, your son playing too?
No. But on the other side of the bar was Dark Ghoul and like 8 other people. And Dark Ghoul was just buying shots for everybody, and this guy's dad was just all about watching this go down, and it was just the funniest thing ever. And it was just it's just a blast inside and out. Oh, and then I got to meet Noah's dad. One of the coolest dads I've ever met in my life. Shout out to Nova Waffle's dad. He's a huge rocker. We went and ate at a Hard Rock together, and like no matter what would play on the TV, whether it was like Van Halen, Billy Joel, like 80s R&B rap or whatever,
all about
he
it.
he knew all about it. Would drop like a fact about him, and like he pointed at like a smashed guitar on the wall, and he like knew
what
exactly
show that
whose
was?
it was and stuff. And I was like, this guy's cool as hell. And then, speaking of music, me and Noah are both very excited about the freaking drum emote. Have you used it in game yet?
I have not used it in game. Actually,
Oh, brother.
I don't even know if I got it. I'd have to go back and look because I was working Friday and Saturday, so I missed the first 2 days. So I'd have to go back and look. But yeah, it's a cool emote. Both that one and then the elephant ride one. I love the elephant ride one.
Yep.
You met someone else, right? You met someone that recognized you.
Well, I met a couple. Well, the funniest one of that was
You met a couple
walking
that
up to-
recognized you.
I was gonna say the funny one was somebody ran up to me and goes, "Hey, are you the guy that got the tattoo?" And I was like, "Yes, I am. Here you go."
Can I have a picture?
But the funniest one was I was standing by the merch, and I was like, "Do I want to stand in line to get another hoodie?" Yeah, I guess. And I was kind of standing near the merch and looking up at the screen, and I turned to my side, and Sparky and Duke are there just talking to random people, and I was like, "Oh shit." And I just, like, when he got freed up, I like went to like shake Sparky's hand, and I was like, "Hey, I was wondering whenever I would get to meet the guy who convinced me to shave my head on my podcast." And like it went from like just a regular like, "Hey, how you doing?" kind of handshake to he goes, "Oh shit." And he goes, "That's you?" And then he's like, "Looking good, man." And when we took a selfie together, he's like, "No, you got to take the hat off." And I was like, "All right, bet." And got to the only person I didn't really get to take a picture with was
Slosh.
Slosh. I saw Slosh. He walked into the bar whenever I was getting that first beer, and I go, "Hey!" And then like he had like a party with him. So they went and
It's
sat
like,
down.
not my crap.
And, yeah. And got to talk with Matt. Matt was super cool. I wanted to call him John Brawlhalla because he's the man. And I was talking to him about the podcast, and he like knew the name and everything. And I was like, "Oh,
Really?
yeah."
An actual fan. That's in the wild, man. That makes me feel so good. Makes me feel so good.
Or they're just like, or he just knows because he's just like, "Hey, there's these like so budding podcasters, these absolute goofballs." And he's got like an all hands meeting. This happened like a year ago. Just all hands meeting. Like, whenever we start like finding community artists and community members to like announce like new battle pass stuff, blacklisted. Leave them out of it. I hate these guys.
I was watching the. It must have been on Sunday because that's the only day I watched. But they were doing the community shout outs where like they would like put someone's picture up, and then I'm sure they showed it at the venue as well. They would put like Baron's picture up and then say, you know, thanks to Baron for la-di-da-da, whatever. And like slow motion gaming. I was like, please just let us be on there. Like,
Bro.
like
Bro.
there's not a chance.
Slow motion is the coolest guy I've ever met.
Really?
He was like, by the third day, this man was so exhausted because like he did
hype,
a lot
man.
with the event. Yeah, he was the hype man. Like he'd be like, it was like very reminiscent of like back whenever I was like a preteen and like my dad would take me to the local preacher's house because they're all watching a UFC fight, like Rich Franklin's fighting tonight or something, or Chuck Liddell. Like every time somebody gets knocked out, all these grown men are jumping up and like screaming and punching the air. I was getting flashbacks because he was just running up and down the aisles, just screaming, and it was the best thing ever. And he helped a lot behind the scenes and stuff too. Him and AJ, the Moose Wars guy, got to meet him, talk to him for a little
really?
bit. He's super cool. Mm-hmm.
Good, man. You
Yeah.
made some connections. Any,
And
go ahead.
listen. The night before, like as we were all leaving the second night, I talked to Baron again, and we were talking about the weapon, which hadn't been announced yet. And his guess was like a whip or like a I think it was a whip is the main thing he said or something else. And I brought up boots. I was like, it's going to be like Greaves. Like, let me kick people. And I wanted to hunt him down as soon as they announced it. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it was, man, I was glad that, I wish I would have been able to, like, watch it all. I wish I'd been able to be there. But I wish I'd been able to watch it all. But I'm glad that I was able to see Sunday. Because, like, even though I wasn't super in tune with it, just whenever they make an announcement, I would hone in on it. I'm like, what's coming up next? But, yeah, man, it sounds like you had a great time. I'm looking forward to next year. I've already got a plan to get it off. So...
Good.
They didn't probably allude to the dates, right?
Mm-mm.
So
I think it's always in, like, November, isn't it?
Yeah, I did a little research. So it looks like it's usually the first weekend of November. But there was one year where it was, like, the weekend... Like, 2 weekends before Thanksgiving. So it was, like, right in the middle of the month. So I'm like, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hedge my bets, and I'm going to take the first 2 weekends of November off.
Mm-hmm.
Guarantee it. And then I'll just cancel whichever one it's not. But they announced this year's pretty early. They announced it in June, right?
I think so. Because, like, day one, like, right after they announced it, we just bought tickets right then and there.
Yeah. That's when I thought I was going to be able to go, and then I had to go move halfway across the country.
Oh, how can I forget? I met Lover Lady, Jacob, the subreddit mod.
Yeah, he was
and
your ex mod.
Yeah, I think he's still mod in our Twitch chat. He just doesn't come around anymore. It's whatever.
We don't have a Twitch chat anymore.
But him and his brother are who I played the battle boots with. Like they were like kind of standing around all the booths to play, and I was just like Sonic the Hedgehog running around waiting for somebody to stand up and let there be a free computer. And I finally got one. And I didn't have a partner because Nova was. I think it was when he was getting lunch with his dad. But I hopped on, and then I was like, no, you guys go and play. We'll just switch in and out. And then we realized we just plug a third controller. We'll play through. So we just played like that. And then, like, I had to come to the rescue because, like, the little dock attached to the monitor that attaches to the little PC brick, that cable was missing. So I had to, like, run all the way over to the PC's not being used, grab one off, and then we played. I can't tell you how excited I am about these battle boots. They feel so good, even though you can tell that it's not really, like...
It's, like, super...
finished.
Early. Yeah.
But, like, and, like, the sides, like... Instead of a down sig, you would just do the break dance, the unarmed break dance.
Oh.
Side sig was Sentinel's guitar sig, and then neutral sig was Wu Shang's gauntlet. Yeah, maybe it was spear. It was one of Wu Shang's neutral sigs.
Similar, yeah.
No, I mean it was literally it, like the animation and everything.
His gauntlet and
I see what you're saying. Yeah. But they feel so very fighting game, which is why I know you're gonna love them. They feel like a mix between, so they feel kind of like Scythe, but instead of pulling somebody in and manipulating where they're going, it's more like Lance in the way of you are just like a battleship pushing them across the stage. You're
and
being able to manipulate where you're going.
Yeah, as opposed to like manipulate where they're going.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool, man.
And then it, what else was I gonna say? It feels like a really strong version of Unarmed, and it's just like a blast. The funny thing was I don't know if it's gonna stay this way. But whenever you go to throw it, you do the twirl thing like blasters, and you've just got both of them in your hand. You just twirl them and you throw them.
Oh, really? You like pull them off your feet?
It's just like instant. You've got them and you just whip them.
I was hoping it would be like you kick them off.
Yeah.
You do. You're not gonna get this reference, but Matt Riddle in WWE, he comes in sandals, and then when he gets in the ring, he does like a jump kick thing, and he like flicks him into the audience. Great.
That's pretty cool.
I was hoping that it would be something like that. But.
All I want is that it to be Boots gauntlets for the first legend. That's all I want.
I don't think that's far off. Like, it's a very good possibility, you know? It would make sense, I think. But also, you've got Cannon and Lance kind of hanging out there in the back like, hey guys, we're here too, you know? My money's on Cannon. No, my money's not on Cannon. My money's on Axe Boots.
A lot of people are saying Boots Lance, and I really hope that's not the case.
I don't think so, man. Maybe. Yeah. I don't like it. It's the best possibility, probably, just from a, like, we haven't had a Lance Legends Inspector, but I don't know. I'm not excited about that one. I would be excited for Cannon and Gauntlets. I'd be very excited for, just because it's like, it's a cool combination.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we were like melding this all together. I had the show notes on like Rox's BCX experience news, but we're talking about the news. So, any last closing thoughts about your BCS experience?
I don't care if you're still a silver player. If you have the option to go next year, fucking go. Because it wasn't just, well, I mean, it was all Brawlhalla stuff, but there was also like a little walkway that was like every type of Rubik's Cube sitting on a table you could think of.
What?
Big ass, like 2x4 Jenga tables. Dude. There was.
Hold on.
There's like
before you go forward, it's just like a small aside because the Rubik's Cube thing. So, you're obviously aware of this because I don't know why I'm going into the story because it's completely irrelevant, but it makes me feel good. So you're aware that I'm on like this weird schedule, right? 4 on, 1 off. Mm-hmm. It's because we're in an outage, and that means like everyone's got to work insane hours. So someone at work had a 2x2 Rubik's Cube, and like he would just play with it here and there, and you'd solve it. You know, you could solve it in like, I don't know, 40 seconds or whatever. Then a couple other people started doing it. And then I have a 3x3 that I have long forgotten how to do, so I bring that in. So every day, literally, you'll either mix it up or you'll solve it. But we have about 8 to 10 people doing it. Just
that's awesome.
Ruining this Rubik's Cube and then solving it.
The only time I've ever messed with a Rubik's Cube, I was like...
Was that BCX?
No, I was like, I didn't touch them. But, I don't know, it was probably like 12, 13. Pulled all the stickers off, put them on.
Of course, you degen.
That's the only thing I've ever done. But there were also like little carnival games, like there was a ring toss. The thing where you've got like it's like the operation game where like when the metal touches the metal, it buzzes. But
it's like a big,
big twisty metal thing, and you have to like move the thing through it. There was a station with 2 artists that had these big old art pads, and they would digitally do a caricature of you on whatever legend's face you wanted.
What?
Yep.
Did you get one done?
They would print that off on like a lanyard that you could keep. All of it was free. I'm pretty sure I didn't see a way to pay. I think it was all free.
You got one done though?
I didn't. But then across from that was these big cardboard cutouts of every weapon, and you'd grab one and they'd take a picture of you, and then they would add whatever legend you wanted, like opposing you, like you were about to fight.
What?
Yep. And then there was this podium you could stand on, and they had a 360 camera that would go around you.
I've seen a couple. And it would make this.
That was really cool. They had the basketball arcade machines, and a couple other little things over there. But it was awesome.
So what I'm getting is, even if you don't plan on competing and winning, go to BCX. Because what spectator passes were what, like $10 or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
So yeah.
Oh, I do have one small complaint about whenever we were playing the first rounds of pool. There were TOs running back, just up and down the aisles, screaming people's gamer tags. Yeah. Trying to find each other, and like you'd be in the middle of a combo or something, and someone would just fucking scream behind you and jump a little bit, like,
get over here!
Christ! Jesus Christ!
Did you hear my name get called out?
I didn't, but they were screaming a lot of names.
What kind of job is that? Like, you've got to, because like me, people have absurd gamer tags.
Oh, there were definitely some weird
They're
ones
like,
being called
canned
out.
Febreze. Canned Febreze. Get over to Station 3. All right, what else do we have? Meta de Terrace, we talked about that. You got anything else to show off from the swag bag? Or did you already,
I don't
show
think
off
so. And I didn't show off everything that I bought because it's all in the washing machine
Yeah,
right now.
that's fair. So on the lines of stuff you bought, so Spiff, Cross Brawlhalla, and Yeti merch. We got more. Well, this is the first Spiff merch. Which are you happy with your purchase?
Oh yes, very happy.
I'm thinking about. I'm gonna buy probably the crew neck, but they're in Houston, so I'm gonna see if they have like a shop that I can just go like pick it up from.
That's kind of cool.
And then on the Yeti, they have a one-man Dynasty long sleeve tee with Azoth, and then it has like bones on the sleeves, which is.
I really want that one.
I was gonna say it's cool if you're in 8th grade or if you're 30.
Yep.
Hammer snapback. I assume that's cool. It looks cool from the front. Miami Dome tote bag. I want that. I'm gonna buy that.
Yep. That one's really cool.
And Vampire King Volkov long sleeve tee with some bats on the sleeve. I think I would rather have that one. I don't know. I like them both. Meditative Taros. Battle boots. Any other thoughts on battle boots?
Other than the fact that they're going to be awesome, no.
So they're going to release in December. So we're a month away. I would guess it's probably going to be like December 15th, 16th, like right in the middle of the month.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to make that legend not legal for Winter Championships, but legal for spring.
Mm-hmm. It's usually how it works.
Yeah. So are we in a similar situation with how Greatsword was, where it like released at the... Because Greatsword released in January? February? It was early in the year.
I think so.
But
I think it's about the same.
It was pretty bad. So hopefully they do their due diligence and it comes out relatively balanced.
I thought Greatsword came out busted. What are you talking about?
No,
you mean bad like that?
I'm hoping that battle boots. I'm hoping they learn from that. I'm hoping they don't create another Greatsword or it's like kind of sleeper-ish, and then you get to a tournament and it's like that's all anyone's playing.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got? Cross progression. When did they announce this? Was it Saturday?
It was all the announcements were at the same time.
No,
it was just like one
I feel
segment.
like cross progression was earlier.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna have to check the receipts on that one because I feel like I knew about cross progression well before I knew about battle boots.
I don't know. I feel like they did it all at the same time. I might be wrong.
11.5. Nope, they did that on Saturday.
I'm curious if I'll be able to like merge accounts, like merge my Switch and Steam account, so I can get because I bought a couple skins on Switch before I played on PC, so it'd be cool if I could nab those.
I'm hoping they do that. I'm hoping they make it to where you have like one common login and you can just tie everything to that, and then like anything that you don't have, you choose a main one or whatever, and then anything you don't have on that, it gives you that.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of trying to like, I don't know how developers work. Mm-hmm. But yeah, cross progression, man, that's huge. People have been asking for that for a long time, and like, for instance, when I was in that apartment temporarily for a month, dude, I would have played so much more Brawlhalla if I had cross progression.
So now, once we get it in 2023, early 2023,
I think it's early 2023.
So then that's when you move again.
That's when I move again. That's when I move to Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm going back to Arizona, man.
Not loving Texas?
I like it. It's not all there for me, man. They are about 100 years behind. Let's put it that way. Avatar crossover. How about this one, man? Wu Shang's getting yet another crossover.
I literally can't watch the trailer on YouTube anymore because it doesn't feel right how quiet it is compared to how loud it was watching on the big screen with everybody screaming. It was so hype.
It's I don't have any opinions on Avatar because I've never watched Avatar.
Mm-hmm.
I am excited for the fact that everyone else is excited, and I think this is one of their bigger crossovers. Recent crossovers.
Oh, yeah. It's one that, like, every time crossovers pop up, there's always somebody in the comments saying, Avatar The Last Airbender.
Yeah. It's like just short of, man, what is more... I feel like Avatar crosses a lot of generational boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
So
it does.
I think it's a good one. So you got, is it Aang? Aang?
It's Aang.
Aang as Wushang, Toph? I can't pronounce these names. Toph as Korra, and Zuko as Hattori.
Yep, you got that one first try.
That was easy. Are you going to pick up any of those?
I don't know. Probably not. Just because I've already got the best Wushang crossover.
Yeah, you can't
Chun-Li.
Dude, why did they release Chun-Li already? Like, battle boots are perfect for Chun-Li.
It's painful to think about.
Does Korra doesn't have a crossover yet, right?
I don't think so. Let me check.
Hattori does, though.
Does Hattori?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Korra has 4 arms from Ben 10.
That's right.
Oh, and Jake, the dog.
Dang, I didn't realize he had 2. And
oh yeah, John Cena is Hattori.
Yeah. Man, I wish they would give some new legends some love. It's really easy to do like Gauntlet legends because it's like you can make any character's fist bigger and turn them into gauntlets. So I get why you get a lot of Gauntlet crossovers, but I don't know, man. It's cool. I'm happy for those that like Avatar. But what I'm more excited about, the 7th year anniversary event, which is going on right now. We got Gothic Chic Nyx and the Honorable Sir Roland Esquire.
Ready for a hot take?
Go for it, man.
I don't like either of these.
So, I will sort of agree. You know what? I full-heartedly agree. They started off really strong first year with Ritzy Bodvar. I feel like that's still, and you're going to disagree on this, I feel like that's still the best one.
I don't think it's bad. I think it's pretty good. I mean, I really like the Hattori one too.
And I don't particularly like the Hattori. So you go down the list, and if you have the news pulled up, it's like my favorite one is Ritzy Bodvar, my second favorite is Gentleman Core, my third favorite is Matre de Hattori, and then Honorable Sir Roland, and then Gothic Chic Nyx. Like, they're getting progressively worse as they go down. Dude, the Gentleman Core one's fire. Those gauntlets are absurd.
I mean, the next one is good.
It's good, but it's not.
But
it's not a
It's
gala.
unsettling to me. It's very unsettling to me.
It's not a gala skin, in my opinion.
I don't like the way she stares at me so smugly.
Well, I think that's a you and Nick's problem, not a you and Gothic Chic Nick's problem.
I mean, I guess.
What else do you get? You got the 7th cake anniversary, which is the same as the 6th and 5th. It's just a different flavor of cake. Podium, which doesn't look any different. And the gala colors. Dude, the gala colors. I love the gala colors. They're so good.
Yeah, I just picked up a bunch of them before we recorded.
Yeah, I think I've bought all the ones I think I'll ever want. But who knows? Maybe that'll change next year. That is all for the news, I think.
I think we covered it all.
So, got a little topic of the pod for you. Just because you're coming off this high from BCX and you're already planning for next year, I'm already planning for next year, even though I didn't get to go this year. Rox, we're on the road to BCX 2023. We're cruising along. What are you going to work on over the next year? How are you going to improve? You know, what do you want next year? When you're at BCX, when you're driving to Atlanta, November 2023, what do you want to be going to Atlanta
with? Way more subscribers on YouTube.
Well, you've got 3 more since you posted a live reaction of the 2v2 champions.
You're right. We're popping off. That thing's got almost 2K views. I want to definitely be diamond at least.
I think that's doable, given the fact that like
in a year, I hope so.
Dude,
if I really try.
It's tough, man. It really is, because like I feel like I want it, but I know I don't want it that bad, or else I would have gotten it already.
Mm-hmm.
So I hear you. My very first like bullet point for this topic was like reaching 2100. I want to hit 2100 plus, and I will feel like I'm at a point where I can compete at BCX and be happy with how I'm competing. I also want to stick with a main. That was another thing that I was like, as I've been practicing, not practicing, but I was like helping Nova spar a little bit. We were doing 2v2s and stuff. I was just like, I just hop around too much. Like, if one legend doesn't feel good in a match, I'll switch to another one, and you do the same thing.
Yeah.
So I just want to get it to where I'm like, this is my legend. This is who I play.
Yeah, what I've been doing is playing either Wu Shang or Bryn, and if we get a rematch where I think that I could win with the other legend, I'll switch. But I've just been playing those 2.
Good, man. Good. I'm glad that you're not like trying Brawlhalla out.
But as soon as Battle Boots comes, that's going straight out the window.
If it's paired with Lance, really?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna hold you to it, man. I'm gonna hold you to it.
You heard it here first.
My third bullet point for this question was actually learning how to play, because after watching pros, I don't know how to play this game. I play this game how I think I should play this game, and it's not right.
I've tried to stop I've tried to start just throwing out hits that I know will land.
Dude, it's so hard, man. It is,
especially with Axe.
Yeah, Axe is difficult like that, and Orb to a degree for me. Like, I just throw stuff out with Orb hoping it hits. But yeah, I'm the same way, man. I'm like, I gotta stop just attacking to press buttons. Like, I love pressing buttons, and I gotta stop that. Who do you think, going into 2023 BCX, who do you think you're gonna main for 1v1 and 2v2?
The best Battle Boots legend at the time.
You're sold on this.
Bro, I can't tell you how fun they were to use.
I believe it. Now, okay, do you think, because the new weapons have not been a hit, Cannon's not a hit, Orb's not a hit, and
this one's the hit.
You think so?
This one's the hit. I feel it. I feel it in my bones.
Okay. I thought the same thing about Greatsword. I'm like, dude, this is gonna... Well, it was on that path, and they were like, nah, take a step back.
Let's nerf this.
Scythes up top, baby.
Oh, the funny thing was, I got to... Well, I won't spoil who it is. So, there was also, next to the main stage, a little mini setup that had, like, 2 totally different casters. I don't know if they're, like, amateur casters. They weren't ones that ever pop up on, like, the stream.
Right.
But, I mean, they did a killer job. But they were
they
casting...
the ones on the Pro Brawlhalla?
Yeah, that's probably exactly what it was. And they were doing, like, the losers bracket.
Yeah. Yep.
And it was super hype over there whenever, like, a pro was playing. Like, when Sandstorm lost over there, it was wild. And it was, like, standing room only. I don't even think there were any chairs over there.
Dang.
But
that's my
I was
kind of
standing
show,
over
man.
there, and it felt very, like a local, like, this right here's the main stage for a local.
I like
and
it.
it was still really high quality and just fun. But I was standing next to somebody, and they're wearing one of the jerseys, but they have a big patch on their shoulder that says Blue Mammoth Games Dev. And I was like, ooh, a dev. Should I say hi? I was like, no, I don't want to bother him. He's trying to watch this match. And then a few hours later, I see a tweet of someone took a selfie with him. And it was one of the only devs I wanted to say to. It was Metagame Mike.
Dang, you should have said...
Which I did get to talk to the next day whenever we were playing with Battle Boots.
Should have told him I want a rematch. I need my salty run back, man. The only dev I've played, and he reverse 3-stocked me. It was embarrassing. So you're going to play the best Battle Boots legend at that time.
Yep.
1v1 and 2v2.
Yep.
So my 1v1, unashamedly, is going to be Arcadia. Or
you think you'll still be playing Arcadia in a year?
Yeah, yep. I think so. As long as they don't do something dumb to Greatsword, I think so.
She's going to be your Sandstorm Mordex?
Yeah. She's just a fail-safe. I feel like I've gotten to a point with her. I don't play her well, but I can frustrate people with her, and that's my play style. I like to frustrate people.
I got you.
If not her, a new canon legend. Maybe Battle Boots canon. I don't know. 2v2.
Oh, also,
okay.
I was just gonna say one other little shout out. Nova beat my ass at Yu-Gi-Oh. Holy shit!
That picture you guys was so funny because I was like, you guys are sitting here at a Brawlhalla tournament with your little nerd binders playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Well, it was like the hotel attached. It was one of those things where you walk into this big lobby and you look up, and it's all the doors to all the hotel rooms, and it was just this really big, nice lobby, and there was like a guy just like mic'd up singing a Frank Sinatra song in the middle of it, and there were like six other people in there, and there was like a really like high class bard down below and stuff, and we were just like, this is the perfect place to play Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'm going to send you to the Shadow Realm, Nova.
And the coolest thing that Nova did was, so I play Noble Knights in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I haven't updated my deck since like 2014. Long time ago. And he had a Noble Knight deck that he didn't use, and he's like, here you go, you can have this. It was updated and everything. I was like, oh my god.
Nova the homie, man.
The homie. You've heard of homie stocks. That was a homie deck.
Back to Brawlhalla because we don't care about Yu-Gi-Oh in these parts.
Wow.
Dude, fuck paper, man. I'm playing collectible card games on the computer. Give me my pixelated cards. 2v2, I'm gonna play Ezio or Sidra. Weird picks, huh?
Yep.
I've really started to. I'm not good at Sword by any stretch of the imagination. But I've started to enjoy it. I've started to understand why you told me it was just like this, very airy, gymnastic-y feeling, floaty weapon. And it's fun. It's a fun weapon.
Yep. It's a staple.
All right. And this third question I have, not relating to you, not relating to me, but how is the game going to change over the next year?
Well, people will stop talking about multiverses probably because it'll be dead.
Already there. Not dead, but it's on its last breath.
I would say honestly, I think we're going to see more consistent Legend releases now that like the pandemic's kind of over.
Yeah.
And the game's only getting bigger. The events and the crossovers and this, that, and the other, it's going to come full speed. They're just going to be more back to back to back. I would like to see the battle passes be back-to-back, but
I don't want to see back-to-back battle passes. Just for the sole fact that, people play different when battle passes are out, man.
Yeah, that is true.
It's so annoying. I do think that more frequent Legend releases would be good. I think 4 a year is the number. One per, tournament, After not mid-seasons, after spring, you get a champion. They're illegal during summer, and then in fall they're legal. I think 4 a year is perfect. I think we're going to see a return to heavy weapons. I think...
You think Hammer's going to be back?
I think Hammer's going to be back. I think Axe is going to be back. Because, like, things are starting to... They're starting to pick up speed, I feel. Like, blasters, for whatever reason, have started to make a showing. Bow's starting to show out a bit. But, like, you're not seeing Axe as much. You're not seeing Hammer as much. And I feel like they're going to kind of pull it back. Now, I'm not saying that heavy weapons are going to be strong. I think BMG is going to get it to a point where it's more balanced and you see both the heavy weapons and like the light string weapons in equal parts.
Okay.
I think you're going to see a lot of growth from player numbers due to cross progression. And if not growth, it'll be more steady. So you won't see big peaks and valleys as new legends come out. And as like stuff kind of there's like a summer lull where nothing really happens. You're not going to see that with cross progression. My final point: out with the old, in with the new. We're going to get some new pros taking over.
Brawlhalla 2.
Brawlhalla 2. No, not Brawlhalla 2. No, new pros. We're getting new pros. The esports scene is going to be rejuvenated. You got rid of all these people that are acting like they don't care about the game, and when they try to come back, they won't be able to because you got kids like Impala and whoever else coming up.
PR10 versus PR10
PR10
versus PR1 EU. More like PU. They stink. You know what I'm saying? Sheesh.
So yeah, I think you're gonna have some new pros in the scene, man. I think. I don't think. Whoever wins BCX 2023, you probably don't know their name right now.
Okay. All right. Can I make one just foot in the sand prediction?
Go for it.
That's very off the wall.
Okay.
So I called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
All right.
I kind of called Sword Orb.
Oh, okay.
Well, I kind of...
No, you did. You called Sword Orb. I'll give you that one.
And then I also called Battle Boots.
Okay. So
this year.
What's your next one?
We are getting a battle pass that is Egyptian theme. That's it. That's it. That's my...
All right. I'm putting that on our list.
Do you have a for sure gonna happen prediction?
For sure gonna happen between now and BCX 2023. I'm gonna go with. We will see a new event, and it's going to be. What do we have? What don't we have? We're gonna get Chinese New Year next year.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting Chinese New Year next year.
All right.
You and I both thought it was a good enough idea for us to put it on our list. We're getting it next year.
Okay. Ooh, what if that's the Battle Pass theme?
That could be. That's the timeline's right, man. The timeline's right. Rox, hit us with an outro.
Let's see here. An outro. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're finally starting to kind of care about that. I guess that's about it. You don't really do socials.
I don't.
Tell a friend about us.
I would really like to start Twitch soon-ish. My schedule's hectic and we're coming up on the holidays, but I would like to start streaming again. And so I apologize to everyone. Spanksgiving tournament's probably not happening because my schedule got extended by 2 weeks, so I'll be on this dumb schedule till like just before Thanksgiving. So.
And yes, dear listeners, that's the first time hearing of that.
Yeah, it is. I apologize. It's very disappointing, but I'm working 4 days. I get 1 day off. I can't do. But Rox, we'll get a tournament before the end of the year. A New Year's tournament? You want to do a New Year's tournament?
Yeah.
New Year's tournament. We're gonna do Gravity Cancel New Year's.
So now he's also thrown out rocks and around the Christmas tree. Wow.
Hey, if you want to start getting that going, I will do whatever I can to help.
I guess we'll see. We'll see. But other than that, just thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Tell a friend about us, and catch you next time.
Peace.
Dang, that was synced up, man.